Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video we're going to have a look at the crypto space. It's scary out there, lots of people losing a lot of their money. We've got lending platforms bankrupt, on the verge of bankruptcy. We've got exchanges that perhaps are secretively insolvent. Lots going on, and I wanted to put this video together to support people in reducing the risk so you don't lose money in this crypto space. Now, if you appreciate what I'm trying to do here, I would encourage you to mash up that like button. I'd encourage you to share this video with as many people as possible. You know, let's help as many people as possible keep their money safe. Now, it's really difficult to trust anybody in this space, but just know that I'm coming from a really good place with this. I have been putting out lots of videos on, you know, how to move your crypto to MetaMask, to Ledger, and all these sorts of things. And I haven't been doing this, you know, just for the sake of putting out loads of content. I've been doing this as quick as I can to make sure that people have other options that aren't centralized and you can put it somewhere where you own the keys to your crypto, keeping it safe. I have said countless amounts of times that, you know, you shouldn't be keeping your crypto on exchanges. And you should be using something like a Ledger device. There's a link in the description, but you know, it seems to be falling on deaf ears. So I thought I'd put this video together, try to support as many people as possible. Anyway, let's get down to the desktop. Let's have a look at all this. Okay, so we're going to start here, right? And we'll start with KuCoin first of all. Now, I've made it quite clear I'm not a fan of KuCoin. Now, I'm not suggesting by any stretch of the imagination that these rumors are true. I trust nobody in this space. I certainly don't trust KuCoin. There was a big hack going on. Lots of people that I know lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and KuCoin just come out and completely denied that, you know, there was a hack at all, when clearly there was even proof of it. So, you know, the fact that they're denying rumors that they were looking to, you know, halt exchange withdrawals, you know, whether they're having liquidity problems or they're on the verge of bankruptcy, I don't know, but I don't believe anything that they say. That's my thoughts on it. But then I don't believe much of what anyone says. I mean, just look at Celsius telling you there were no problems in the lead up to, you know, what happened. Same with CoinFlex telling people that, you know, it was safe when, you know, they knew damn well that it wasn't. So I don't trust anybody. There's no smoke without fire. Maybe, just maybe, KuCoin are one of those exchanges that the FTX owner was talking about that's secretively insolvent, but maybe they're not, and maybe the FTX owner or founder is just full of BS and is just talking out of his arse, which is also a possibility, bearing in mind he owns Alameda Research, which in my opinion is the devil in this space. So yeah, look, for me, trust nobody. I've kind of said it, you know, time and time again. Don't keep your crypto on exchanges. I've been trying to warn you for months upon months, but you know, if there's one thing that I would encourage people to do is, you know, get off the exchanges and put it in maybe a ledger like a Nano Ledger X or a Nano Ledger S Plus, for example. You know, you could even put it in MetaMask and attach your MetaMask to a ledger. Again, I've put a Crypto Basics playlist together on the channel, so do check that out. It's a fantastic way to keep that crypto safe. Moving on, obviously you've got Voyager Digital. They've suspended withdrawals and deposits. So again, another lending platform that, you know, is struggling. You got FTX passing on a deal to purchase Celsius. Again, like it's one of those, like, I think there's a lot of people in this space looking to be the, you know, the saviors, but it's really just PR more than anything, in my opinion. FTX and Alameda Research are part of the reason why Celsius are in the scenario that they're in my opinion. Celsius, obviously, you know, they've got themselves to blame, but you know, FTX are part of the reason why they're in this position. Anyway, you got trouble hedge fund 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗡 files for bankruptcy. Again, you know, the point that I'm trying to illustrate to people here is get off of centralized platforms. We don't know who's solvent, who's insolvent, and it's just not worth the risk. even your big crypto platforms like Coinbase. Goldman Sachs has downgraded Coinbase shares, predicting 60% revenue decline. So again, it looks like you've got the potential that Coinbase is struggling as well. So, you've got to be really, really careful out there. I'm not saying this to scare people, but I am saying this because I want people to keep their money safe. We work hard for our money, and you should be doing whatever you can in your power to keep it as safe as possible. Now, if we move on, we've got USDC. Again, lots of people say that this is the safest, stable coin. I don't think any stable coin is safe. I've seen this Circle on the brink of financial bankruptcy. I will share this in the Discord. Again, I don't know the validity behind this, whether, it's true or whether it's not. But again, you can't trust anyone in this space. So, I'm not suggesting that this is what's happening. But one thing that I am suggesting is none of these platforms are safe. Again, you've got Tether, and you've got, Tether, claiming that there's a conspiracy trying to take Tether down. Lots of hedge funds, looking to short and pull down Tether. So, yeah, there's all this stuff going on. So the ways to keep safe, in my opinion, and it is just my opinion, is to get your crypto off of exchanges, get it onto like a ledger device. I will share an ad.
Okay, it's that point in the video where we want to talk about being safe in the crypto space. We see a lot of scam activity and want to ensure our cheeky community are as safe as possible and prevent anyone from losing their crypto. There are many different scams in the space, but one of the most common and easy to avoid are those hacked wallets and exchanges being hacked themselves. This is where hardware wallets come in. When it comes to choosing a crypto wallet, there is no perfect solution. And no matter which kind of wallet you do choose, if you don't understand the basics of security, you can still become a target of bad actors. Now, like I said, we like hardware wallets because they minimize the risks that we cannot control, such as major data breaches at cryptocurrency exchanges or malware that exploits the zero-day vulnerabilities in mobile and desktop operating systems. To be clear though, hardware wallets are not perfectly safe. They will give you an added level of security and protection though. We do like to use the ledger devices. We have Ledger Nano S and X on this channel, and these are for a good bang for your buck when it comes to keeping your crypto safe and secure. There are two models, the Ledger Nano X and the Ledger Nano S. The X uses Bluetooth and can be used with your mobile, where the Ledger Nano S, it does require you to actually plug it into a laptop. Those are the two main versions, and we actually use both of them as some cryptocurrencies only work with the Ledger Nano S currently. The Ledger Nano S is smaller, however, with a limit on the amount of different coins that you can hold, whereas the Ledger Nano X can hold up to 100 different cryptocurrencies. You often find yourself having a trade-off between the kind of hardware wallet that you want to buy and obviously the ones that do everything you absolutely need them to do. Now, when it comes to cost and availability, I do find that Ledger is a little bit easier to kind of come by and is more affordable to the everyday individual and investor. When it comes to buying a hardware wallet, we do suggest you research the different types and brands, and I cannot stress this part enough. Only order directly from the manufacturer, as there are many fake hardware wallets out there. If you are interested in a hardware wallet, there is a link to Ledger's official website in the description below. You will be able to find out more details about how to keep your crypto safe there. Guys, let's continue with the video.
And, once you've got it onto, say, a ledger device, then obviously, you own the keys to the crypto. The other thing to do is perhaps, for coins that, aren't supported on, say, Ledger Live, you can actually assign your MetaMask to Ledger. And then you can put the other coins on MetaMask. So definitely worth exploring that as options to keep your crypto off the exchanges. The other thing is, and I mentioned about stable coins, I am not sure that stable coins are, as stable as they're being made out to be, and they're certainly not as safe as I believe people feel that they are. USDC, USDT. I think, if you really want to reduce that risk massively, I would go back into fiat. And get it off of the exchange and into your bank accounts. That's what I've done, and then I will onboard the capital as and when I want to make a purchase, or I'll keep a little bit of play money on, say, Binance, for example. That is kind of what I'm doing. I hope that this video was useful. I hope that it was informative. There's not really much you can do about, crypto that you've got stuck in Celsius or Voyager or any of those other platforms that have stop withdrawals and stuff like that. I've got 10% on crypto.com locked for 60 days. I've got 10% in Celsius, and that was kind of my risk tolerance. Like, I would make sure that I never had more than 10% in one single place. Ultimately, that reduces the risk of losing all of your capital or all of your portfolio. I could quite easily have put 100% of my portfolio into Celsius, for example, but I didn't because of that risk. And it's really good to have, good risk management when holding cryptocurrency or any other asset, for that matter. I hope this video was useful. If it was, mash up that like button, share it so we can help as many people as possible, know the risks. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.